The first topic is topical agent. The term topical means related to a particular spot. The topical agents are the compound that acts locally on the body surfaces such as skin and the mucous membrane. Now, what is the definition of topical agent? The topical agents are the inorganic compounds and their pharmaceutical preparation which are applied on the body surfaces such as skin, mucous membrane of organs to produce a local effect is known as topical agents. Next point is site of application. The site of applications are skin, eyes, ears, throat, anus, rectum, urethra, nose and vagina. Now the type of formulation. The type of formulations are the lotion, creams, ointments, gel, foams, transdermal patch, powders, suspension, emulsion, medicated vapor and the medicated paste. After the application of this topical agent to site of application, the effect produced by these agents are adsorbent, demulcent, emollient or protective, and some may exhibit the antimicrobial and astringent action. Next point is classification of topical agents. Basically, the topical agents are classified into the 7 subclasses. The first class is protective, second is adsorbent and demulcent, third one is the emollient, fourth one is astringent, fifth one is the antimicrobial agent, sixth one is the caustic, and seventh one is the miscellaneous topical agents. Now the first one is the protectives. The protectives are also called as the topical protectives, which forms coating and protect the site of application. The examples are the talc, calamine, calamine carbonate, zinc oxide, zinc stearate, bentonite, titanium dioxide, and the silicon polymers such as dimethicone and simethicone. The second class is adsorbent and demulcent. Adsorbent are absorb the particles, gases and toxin, and the demulcent are form a soothing film over mucous membrane. Again, that adsorbent and demulcent. The examples of adsorbent and demulcent are the talc, calcium carbonate, titanium dioxide are the inorganic ones. The honey, glycerin, pectins are the organics, and the mix of adsorbent and demulcent are silicon polymers such as dimethicone and simethicone. The third class is the emollients. The emollients are the fatty substances and moisturizer which enhance the skin hydration by reducing the evaporation. The example are the waxes and the vegetable oils. Fourth class is the astringent, again which is subclassified into the 3 subclasses. The first one is the styptics, antiperspirant and the miscellaneous. The examples are the alum, aluminum citrate, aluminum chloride, aluminum sulfate, aluminum subacetate, zinc chloride, zinc sulfate, sulfur compounds and the selenium sulfide. Fifth class is the antimicrobial agent, and which is also called as the topical anti-infectives. That antimicrobial agent either kill or reduce the growth of microorganisms. The examples are hydrogen peroxide, boric acid, potassium permanganate, sodium perborate, fluorinated lime, sodium hypochlorite, iodine, silver nitrate, mercury and mercuric oxide. Again, antimicrobial agents are further classified into the 5 subclasses: the antiseptics, disinfectant, germicides, bacteriostatics and sanitizer. And the second last class is caustics. The caustics are the alkaline substances. The example are the potassium hydroxide and the silver nitrate. The last class is the miscellaneous Miscellaneous topical agents, example are the cadmium sulfide and zinc and decanoate. This is anti-dandruff. So this is the classification of topical agent. Now the first class is the protectives. The protectives are the inorganic compounds. They show their action by covering the skin and the mucous membrane and prevent the inflammation at the site of action. Is called as the protectives, and it is also called as the topical protectives. Now there are some properties or the characteristics of protectives. The first characteristics or first property of protectives are it is insoluble and chemical inert substances. They should be non-toxic and cover skin or the mucous membrane from all the possible irritants. All the protectives are act by blocking the pores and form the protective layer on the surface of skin or tissue. They do not have any biological activity. The marketed formulation of protectives are dusting powders, suspension, ointments, tapes, bandages, cream and paste. Now the mechanism of action of topical protectives and adsorbent. Usually they are applied on the skin surfaces or the mucous membrane, which are subjected to constant irritation due to the friction or the moisture, and also use in irritation produced by allergy or inflammation. They are acts by providing the physical protection to the site of application to provide the local effect. The protection is given from the external environment by forming a film or a coat layer on the surface of site of application and to avoid the contact of external stimuli. The topical protectives may be present as a fine particle or fine powder, solid, liquid, or liquid as a suspension or emulsion, which will form a protective layer or protective film. The chemical used as a protective are a water insoluble type, and hence they do not get wetted by the moisture. So this one is the mechanism of action of topical protectives. Now the examples of topical protectives. As I told you that the example of protectives are dusting powders like zinc stearate, zinc oxide, silicon polymers. The first example is the purified talc, and the purified talc is also known as the purified magnesium silicate, or it is a hydrated magnesium silicate. The purified talc is also known as the scaptone, or it is also called as the French chalk. The method of preparation. The purified talc is obtained by the purifying the original talc by boiling the finely powdered talc with the dilute hydrochloric acid, and after that the washing with the water until it becomes free from acid. The HCl treatment usually remove the impurities like the iron or the other impurities like the aluminum oxide, calcium oxide and iron oxide. So this is the method of preparation. That usually the talc or generally the talc which is obtained from or which is obtained by the purifying the original talc. The next one is the properties. The talc, the nature of talc is very fine, white, or it is present as a grayish white powder. It is odorless and tasteless, which is insoluble into the water and dilute acid and alkalis. When we heated that purified talc at 850 degree to 960 degree Celsius, it loses the water and get converted into Mg4SiO12. Now the last one is its use. The purified talc used as a dusting powder in cosmetic preparation, and it is also used as a lubricant for the tablet granules. The next example is a titanium dioxide, which having the molecular formula TiO2, which having the molecular weight 69.90 gram per mole. The next point is method of preparation. The titanium dioxide it is obtained from the natural samples of primary black ore of titanium dioxide, which is on heated in with concentrated sulfuric acid when sulfate of iron and titanium are dissolved in water, which is obtained by hydrolysis. The next one is properties. The nature of titanium dioxide, it is a white or almost white fluffy powder. It is also waterless and tasteless, which is practically insoluble into the water and dilute acid and alkalis. Basically the titanium dioxide, it is a protective and adsorbent. The third example is the calamine. The calamine, which having the general formula ZnO plus Fe2O3, it is prepared by mixing the zinc oxide with the ferric oxide thoroughly, and it is obtained by heating the native zinc carbonate. Now that calamine, it is a light pink powder which is odorless and tasteless, and it is basically insoluble into the water, but it is completely dissolved into the mineral acids. Again, the three type of uses are shown by the calamine. The first one is it is act as a mild and astringent. It is also act as antiseptic, or it is also act by protectant for skin.